Hi, this is Rick Molina. I'm here with Benny. He's the owner of this truck. He's going to show us what he does to inspect the truck on a daily basis.
Come over here. I got all kinds of air brakes and stuff on my chassis. Check all my equipment that is good. Check the tires again. Check the bolts. Check the hubs. Got plenty of oil. Everything's good.
But these tires are not on the ground, and why is that?
These tires are not on the ground because I don't have no weight on it yet. Whenever I go over 60,000 pounds, I'll bring the tires down. I'll bring 3 axles down.
So as we're standing here right now, this container is empty.
But not all trucks have this.
No, all trailers don't have an extra axle. Only have 2 axles. Some of them have 1 axle, but those are like the dump trucks, trash trucks, stuff like that for the city.
So this is for heavyweight.
It's for heavyweight.
And you need a permit for that?
You need a permit for this. You need a permit. You need a permit for overweight for each county, but you also need the right equipment. You can't just have an overweight permit and have an equipment that doesn't hold the weight.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Right.
So you gotta have the right equipment and the overweight. You gotta have all that. Now check your tires again. Check the bolts and nuts. Check out the hub. Usually when the hub goes out, you'll see oil all around here. So it's very obvious. You can see the oil all leaking on the thing.
So if the rim has oil, then it's not a good thing.
Yeah, the rim has oil. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all if it has oil. That means your hub is messed up. It means you have a leak somewhere. So, but a lot of guys say, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it when I come back." What if you've been driving like that for a long time, metal to metal? That tire's gonna fly off.
Right.
And I know people have seen tires fly off 18 wheelers and they're going, there goes another tire, and it hits the car, kills somebody or something. They don't care. Laziness. He could have fixed it. He could have changed it. It wasn't an accident. It was just plain laziness. That's all it was. Okay, you want to check your pins, make sure everything's locked. In a minute, we're going to turn the
But when
lights
you
on.
say pan, check your pans. What do you mean by pans?
This is the pins like this right here. You pick it up. There's the pin right there.
So the pin holds a container.
It holds the container. Make sure it's locked every morning because some people will mess with it. You stop at a truck stop for food or whatever. When you come out, if you stop, check the whole thing again. Check it again because people will mess with it.
So is it sort of common or usual for truck stops for people to mess with your truck?
The reason a lot of people mess with it because let's say you go into a place, you have a nice rig, nice truck. They mess with it. You take off, you don't check it. You break down. They're waiting for you to leave and go get help, and they come steal your stuff.
Oh, wow.
That happens?
Yeah, well, yeah, it happens. It happens. So
Well,
you don't.
it's not funny, but
No, so you don't want to stop at no truck. You stop at a truck stop to get something to eat or whatever. If you leave your truck alone, when you come back out, you gotta check it. If you don't want to check it, okay. That's the chance you're gonna take. I check it. I don't trust no one.
So if these pins were, I guess, either not checked or they were undone, what would happen to the container?
Well, if I'm driving, I do a turn. If I hit an auto turn, it's gonna flip over. There's a car beside me, it's gonna fall on top of that car. Hopefully, they don't have a family.
As a driver, when you're sitting in the seat, would you feel it wobbling, or
No,
could
you're
you
not gonna
notice
feel it wobbly. You're gonna feel it fly off.
You won't notice it till it actually falls off.
And that's it falls off. Because the weight is holding on.
Right.
But as soon as you turn, so there's nothing wrong with just when you get out of the truck stop, get in there, open your door, get your hammer, come out, check all the tires, look at all your pins, go around, get back in your truck and take off. But
Yeah.
they don't do that. That's too much work for them. What is it gonna cost you to walk around?
Yeah.
Nothing. Check all your lights. Make sure at night when I come pick up my truck, I turn the lights on. I check all my signal lights, hazard lights, brake lights. Make sure everything's working. Make sure everything's working. A lot of guys will take off and say, "Oh, my signal light's not working today, but it's all right. I'll take my chances." No, you're not gonna take your chances because you're gonna forget while you're driving and you move to the next lane and you're thinking you put the signal light. Why didn't that guy stop? Because he didn't see that you had your signal light on because it doesn't work. You know that.
Right.
So don't do it. Because when you're driving a truck, when you're driving one of these trucks, when you're driving a regular car, you doze off, you can get back on the lane like, whoa. When you do that with a truck, it ain't gonna happen, I'm sorry. You doze off and you try to jerk it, as soon as you jerk it, that truck's gonna move like a snake and you're flipping over.
Right.
That's it, you're gone. So no, you don't have the same opportunity you have in a car. You don't have that. It ain't gonna happen. So just be careful. Again, check all your tires. You hear the same hollow? That means the tire, all of them have the same air. Check your hub, make sure nothing's leaking. Make sure hub, make sure nothing's leaking, all good. Even if these are not on the ground, I'm still gonna check it to see, because when I come back, I'm gonna let them down on the ground.
Right.
I wanna make sure if one of them needs as a hole or a nail or something, when I get over there, before I get to my destination, I'm calling a truck stop. Hey man, can you send somebody at this address to change my tire? But when I get there, they already loading me up and the guy's changing the tire. Boom, I'm in the van. Boom, all good. Nothing's leaking. Check it all the way back. Signal light's gonna be working too. The signal light turns on. The signal light works.
In a passenger vehicle, whenever a light goes off, you'll get some type of notification on your dashboard. It'll start making fast. Or
Sometimes you do. You'll get they'll tell you your ABS light is on, your signal light's not working. On the more scale truck, like the newer year, like 20 and up.
Right.
The old trucks,
no.
like my truck 2023, everything's high tech, which I don't like. I like old school because the high tech, sometimes the computer dashboard will freeze. I'm like, it'll freeze. So I had to pull over to the side, turn off the truck for at least 10-15 minutes, turn it back on to reboot it. I don't like that.
Right.
But oh well, that's the way it is. This is what you call nipples. They're nipples. You put the grease gun here and you grease it. We got two here, got two here. You got a lot of them on the truck. A lot of them on the truck, on the axles. A lot of them. And people don't. You have two on the fifth wheel. Here's the one on the fifth wheel. Here's the one.
Yeah.
The fifth wheel. This is the one I was telling you about. Grease it right here. Put the grease gun and you grease it. And a lot of people don't grease it. Okay. And then why did I lose my trailer? Because it was metal to metal, dude. Grease it. What's gonna take you so long? Me?
So they used to keep the truck lubricated throughout the truck.
Yeah, keep it lubricated. Because metal to metal is gonna wear out. What is so wrong with lubricating stuff? Nothing. I lubricate all my nipples at least once a month. I try to do all of them once a month. You gotta do it
Yeah.
if you wanna be safe. This is my business. I wanna be safe. I don't wanna have no accidents. I don't wanna be stranded. I don't wanna be out on the road for 4 or 5 hours waiting for somebody to come help me.
Right.
So, okay. For that not to happen, I gotta check my truck every time. So check your tires again, check the airbags, everything's good. Make sure your rear axles are not leaking any oil. You can see if it's on the floor or whatever, you can see it.
And where's the rear axle?
Rear axle is right here. This is one axle. The thing between the tires. This is one, make sure it's not leaking. And you got the other one over here. You can see this one right here to the front. Right here. This one right here, when I first bought it, it was leaking. It was leaking, and I took it back to the dealership, and they sealed it back up, and they gave it back to me. So make sure that's not leaking. Make sure the axles on the trailer also is not leaking. Make sure the axle on the front is not leaking. All that. I have a toolbox. My toolbox contains all my oil for my hubs, put air on the tires. I have a little bit of a tool just I need to work. I got tail lights, signal lights, and everything inside of there to make sure if something's wrong. I can just change the tail light right away, real quick. So I come all the way around. You want to check all your mirrors, and then you want to check your tire again. This one we didn't check. Oh, there it is. Make sure the hub. Before you leave, you close the hood. Now you want to clean your mirrors. Clean your mirrors. People don't clean their mirrors. I'm talking about not here. I'm talking about here. Clean this window and clean your mirrors. And I got a Windex and paper towels inside all the time, and I clean my windows. But you want to make sure you see them right. A lot of guys will drive around, sometimes without the mirror, sometimes with the mirror like this. I'm like, you can't get up and come around and just put it straight? No, they don't. They're too lazy. Again, they're gonna have an accident just for being lazy. Not because something was wrong. Or some guys will drive without the mirror. They don't have the mirror, they already broke it.
But what happens if you get stopped and you don't have a mirror?
Well, they'll give you a ticket, but without a mirror, it's not a big ticket. So they willing to take that chance.
Right.
Yeah, but what about the people that you're gonna kill or something, or have an accident with? What about them? Why do they deserve because you were too lazy?
Is there any other way to see this lane of traffic on the passenger side?
Nope. You gotta have the mirror. Because you can't look in the middle. We don't have one.
Right.
And
That's
if you look through the middle window
That's true.
and you lose control and you jerk it, there you go. You're gonna flip over.
Right.
So you want to check all that. Then you want to close your hood up.